This is the Ministry Hut.
Ah, my good friend! What a pleasant surprise to see you here, in the glory that is the Imperial City. Well, everywhere but here, it seems. Woe is to Minister Sheng that the only place available was this filthy dockhouse. You were not alone in that assumption. It seems it was recently procured and has not been modified for ministry use yet. Remember that the Ministry of Harmony controls executions and taxations. I shudder to think which landed them ownership of this fine establishment. Ah, well. Minister Sheng has not forgotten how you helped him with his troubles in Tian's Landing. Without your efforts, the Great Dam might still be open. However, I'm afraid I don't have time to speak with you right now. I have to prepare my report for Judge Fang, by which I mean to watch over this honor gift. Yes, a valuable offering for the mighty Judge Fang. Without it, he might turn me away before I can even make my report, condemning me to the horrors of Tian's Landing forever. But with this gift, he is certain to appreciate the depth of my admiration and respect. So much so that he might give me a new posting, right? Understandably, with so much riding on this gift, I am low. The Ministry of Harmony offers pitiful wages, and I do not put much stock in the I've heard rumors of distasteful behavior. Things to make the skin go pale and the stomach churn. After all, Minister Sheng is a cultured man of delicate constitution. But more importantly, I know Judge Fang is a man who appreciates the value of the Lotus Assassins? I should have known. Judge Fang has spoken out against them one time too often. It was inevitable that they would take action against him. And it is typical of the misfortune that haunts Minister Sheng that I should get caught in the middle of this mess. Woe to Minister Sheng! Unless, wait, Minister Sheng has a plan. The real problem here is Judge Fang, not me. If he were removed, then Minister Sheng would no longer be in danger. Minister Sheng is not suggesting anything. In fact, Minister Sheng wants no part of this at all. I had quite enough of the Lotus Assassins back in Tian's Landing. However, I will point out that if Judge Fang were forced to resign, or if he came to an untimely end, then my report would cease to be an issue. How this could be accomplished, I couldn't say, but at least Minister Sheng would be spared the wrath and fury of the Lotus Assassins. Thank you, oh great and noble friend. Minister Sheng weeps with relief to hear such news. I have no doubt that you will take care of this in a quick and efficient... Judge Fang is probably over in the arena watching the fights.
I'm not really in the mood for company. Judge Fang wanted me to try something special last night, and I still haven't quite recovered yet. Get rid of him? What do you mean? Really? I was hoping you wanted to kill him. The world would be a better place with that disgusting pig dead. But as much as I want to see his bloated corpse floating in the gutter, Fang is a dangerous... I hope Fang gets what he deserves. It would be nice to get rid of him. No more debasing myself for that repulsive toad. I'll help you. You wanted Fang dead, right?
The Inquisitors prefer subtle solutions. Murdering a chief minister doesn't quite fall into that category.
It'd be easier to kill him. Fang's reputation is already as dirty as it can get. As long as it doesn't get in the way of his job, everybody just turns a blind eye. Well, every document Judge Fang approves has to be stamped with his Imperial ring. Losing the ring is a major offense. And if it was revealed he lost the ring during one of his sexual escapades, even Fang wouldn't want that to come out.
What are you doing here, Breezes? You know I don't like it when people see us together in public.
Don't be mad, my mighty and manly Fang. I was just hoping we could go upstairs for a bit. I've got a treat for you. Here's a hint. They're silk.
Здорово, Володька, здорово.
I'm surprised you're so eager after
Hello.
last night. I'm glad to see you're finally becoming more receptive to my special needs. Well done, Breezes. If a little tame for my tastes. I think tonight you should wear the blindfold. I have some interesting surprises in store for you.
I can hardly wait, oh great and virile Fang. Here's the ring. Fang will do anything to keep people from finding out he lost it to a whore, even if it means resigning his post. Show the ring to his guards and they'll let you through. I better disappear for a while, but make sure you tell him where you got it. He'll be sorry he ever touched me.
Saw you out there in the ring. You got real potential. Even Fang was impressed. But that doesn't mean he wants you blocking his view, so back up. He comes here to watch the fights, not talk to the fight. I guess he figures the more he talks to you, the less time you have to inflict horrible, bloody carnage on someone in the ring. How did you get... No, forget it. I don't want to know. You better go talk to Fang about that ring. Yeah, we don't want any part of this.
Some of these new fights can be delightfully savage. Damn it! I want more blood down there. Do you mind? How can I enjoy the crack of bone, the screams of pain, and the glorious geysers of crimson blood down in the arena with you bothering me? Or are you here to offer me your services for later? I generally prefer women, but I might branch out if a handsome...
Чё началось-то? Слышишь ты, услуги на вечер, пошел нахер. Услуги, блядь, на вечер.
My ring? But how... That harlot. I should have suspected something when she came to me willingly. Usually I have to command her presence. Well, it seems you have me in an awkward position. I can't let it be known that I was foolish enough to let a whore steal my ring. I would lose my position. So, what is it you want from me? Silver? An imperial posting? What? Of course. Now I understand. The Lotus Assassins are behind this, aren't they? I should have known something like this would happen. They tried to bend me to their will, but I'm not easily broken. Or so I thought.
Здорово.
Are you proud of yourself? Bowing and scraping at the feet of your Lotus Assassin masters, helping them to bring me down? You think I'm an evil man, don't you? You think my soul is rotten and corrupt. But at least I have a soul. The same cannot be said for those you now serve. The Lotus Assassins destroyed me. But now that I am gone, I wonder where their attention will turn next. Keep a close watch over your shoulder, friend. My resignation is on the table. Take it and stamp it with my Imperial ring yourself.
Sa'ir Yagawak, Kokonato Siri Panoneniku. Sairos Tiusiat, Saro Rasipa Ukari Napsoaku. Uno will na no ba Yesu. Isana Yuyo, Konir Puk no Sankud Nano Wana Napir. Ipaner nuko iwa ir nikasanarir iruru ninua sa irkana. Usair kokonato tanatia katanano shafatoyo kokonato siri panoneniko. Paner nuko iwa ir nikasanarir iruru ninua sa irkana. Sata tawe ir wonawa fu kuno sukut nia awafawa ir sutok. Usair kokonato tanatia katanano shafatoyo kokonato siri panoneniko. Nikasurir Kwanano Kuni Ugnawata Ir Niknipier Irkana Nikasurir Kwanano Kasairiru.
So, things are looking up. You've gained the favor of the Lotus Assassins. With the recommendation of the Inquisitor, the others will welcome you as a recruit. You can slip into the very heart of their lair. You could also go to the arena and seek the favor of the Executioner, but it isn't necessary now. A path to the Lotus Assassin Fortress is open.
Что-то забагалось. Блять. Серьезно? Да ёлка. Не, ну это жесть, ну просто вот на ровном месте взялась, блядь, и забагалась всё. Ну ёпдей. Не, ну ребята, ну это, конечно же, полный пиздос.
Ah, my good friend. What a pleasant
Такой трэш,
surprise
блядь,
to see
просто,
you
просто
here
взяла
in
и
the glory that is the Imperial
забагалась,
city.
блядь. Ой, жесть какая. Ой, блин, игра, конечно, прикольная. Просто взяла и хоп, и забагалась, блядь.
I'm not.
What are you doing here, Breezes? You know I don't like it when people see us together in public.
Don't be mad, my.
Well done, Breeze.
Here's the ring.
You better go talk to Fang about that ring.
Some of these new fights can be delightfully savage. Damn it! I want more blood down there. Do you... Are you proud of your... You think I'm an evil man, don't you? You think my soul... The Lotus Assassins destroyed me. My resignation...
nanar nuku iwa ir nikasanari. Sata tawa ir wanawa vukuno sukut nia awafawa ir sutuk. Usair kokan. Nikasuri ir kan.
So, things are looking up. With the recommendation of the Inquisitor, you could also go to the arena and seek the...
And after we find the evidence against Death's hand, you will take us to the palace to find Master Li?
I promise, little Dawnstar. After we get what I want from the Lotus Assassins, the palace is the first place we will go. You have permission, so there won't be any trouble entering. It's only after we have the evidence against Death's hand that they might notice something is wrong.
It would still be good to get some information first. Sagacious Zoo might know something. We should ask him. Where is he?
Well, you should be more careful of who you trust. That is true. I wouldn't trust any of the ragged homeless you have collected. No offense meant to those of you who are actually homeless, Dawnstar. If Sagacious Zoo has gone to warn the Lotus Assassins, you need to move quick. If he's just run off, he is no longer our concern.
Zoo would not turn on us.
The Lotus Assassin Fortress is in the far end of the necropolis. They shouldn't give you any trouble. Just appear confident as you enter. The executioner in the arena will want you to demonstrate your ability as a combatant. I don't understand. You've gained the favor of the Lotus Assassins. Is there something new? About me? I am Princess Sun Lian, the Heavenly Lily. What more are you worthy of knowing? Ah, the shadow behind my public self. How else can a curious princess learn what really happens in her domain? I don't have time to interpret the veiled statements of advisors, so I became a thief, an assassin, whatever I needed to be. People will not speak to the princess. Bad news kills the messenger first. Silk Fox knows how to persuade. That is how I learned about the activities of Death's Hand. There are many excuses for a vain princess to retreat from sight for days, even weeks at a time. My father encourages such getaways. And if courtiers ever discovered that I was not where I said I would be, who would dare question the Heavenly Lily? I may eschew the formality of it, but being the daughter of the Emperor still has its privileges. You announce your questions like a wild animal with no warning of the claws you unleash. Proceed slowly. I do not remember ever being allowed to just be a child. My mother died when I was born, shortly before the end of the long drought and the fall of my uncles. I was in the care of tutors too afraid to punish me and too ingratiating to teach me anything useful. I quickly found ways to sneak away from the palace. They dared not report my excursions for fear they would be punished. They would scurry around all day trying in vain to find me. Yes, it was. I didn't fully understand the risk and made some mistakes. But in the end, what I have become is a result of that. In the city, I met the people. The peasants, the homeless, the thieves. It was a much different world from what you see from the palace. They never realized who I was. I'm sure they would have been terrified of the army storming in to rescue me. Most just wanted to be left alone. That life was exciting, but also useful. Even Lotus assassins overlook the beggar on the street, but she still has eyes and ears. I do not like to speak about that. I try to avoid the court as much. It is filled with sycophants pandering to the fancies of my father, with little or no concern to their own dignity. It is distasteful. I can handle myself better than any of the fancy courtiers who attempt to match me. I know that someday the court will be mine to rule. When I succeed my father, there will be quite a cleaning out. But with Death's hand manipulating him, that day seems less and less likely. That's better. I like that you listen, although your request is still very improper, unless you make me a little more comfortable. I have already shared something of myself. Can you tell me something about you? Is there anyone that you care for? A noble. How romantic. Aloof. Separate by class and breeding. Unattainable for a peasant, normally. Wanting someone you can never have. Love you can never show in public. Such loneliness should not exist. I have contributed to that. The princess behaves as she should, reinforcing the very rules I despise, all to protect Silk Fox. Which one am I? If the freedom you suggest is there, I have never felt it. I have hidden within this costume so I would not have to conform to what others want. It feels more like a retreat than a victory. I can show strength, certainly, but only by hiding my truth. As princess, I cannot pick and choose what rules of the Empire I follow, not if I'm trying to restore the glory it once had. You tease me with a friendship that has no future. I have many suitors in both of my guises, but you draw me in like no other. How have you done this? Why have you done this? Now you sound like a revolutionary. I no longer know if you speak of personal desires or the fate of the Empire. Perhaps you see them as the same. You asked me about my first love. It will always be the Empire. I won't abandon tradition because of my foolishness. We need to stay focused on what is important, and I... Do not hesitate.
Ого. What?
So,
And after we find the evidence against Death's hand, you will take us to the palace to find Master Li?
you...
Where?
You... It would... I have all... I should not be ungrateful. Everything in my life is dedicated solely to making me happy, but I am at odds with so much. You were amusing at first, but now I am... As princess, I cannot pick and choose what rules of the Empire I follow. You tease me with a friendship. How have... Now you sound like a revolutionary. I no longer know... You asked me about my first love. It will always be the Empire. I won't abandon tradition because of my foolish needs. We need to stay focused on what is important. You were amusing. I have tried to make a place for myself. It was difficult, but I have succeeded. The Jade Empire has had strong female leaders before. Most met with unfortunate ends. At critical juncture, whatever I decide about the Empire or... You asked me about my first love. It was the Empire and its people. There might be room for another, given time and effort. I don't think I will shatter any grand conventions of the Empire by courting outside the list of... You and I will have much to discuss after we have restored my... You tease me with a friendship. How have... Now you sound like a revolution. You asked me to tell you of my first love. Until this moment, it was the Empire. Until this moment. Now I see how I have been a slave to tradition, how I have worked to save an empire that does not satisfy me. When we take control back from Death's hand, there will be changes. After all, things got this way because of foolish weaknesses. Silk Fox will be getting quite a bit of attention from now on. If I decide that some of it will be yours, you will know. You may regret what you have done here. Do you know what it will take to satisfy me now that what I want is so important? We will have much to discuss once we dispose of Death's hand. I look forward to a stimulating conversation. Do not hesitate for too long. Sagacious Zoo's sudden flight has made...
Congratulations on winning the Bronze Division. But, I don't have many secrets, because I've got nothing to hide. But there is one thing I haven't told you. I fought the arena. I didn't even need a fancy name. The Black Whirlwind was perfect, they said. Nothing quite like getting paid to fight. I have my reasons. For now, I'll tell you this. It's a part of my life in which you don't need anything else from this place, so just stop here. You don't want to go any further. Let's just... Tried that once, and it didn't work out. Prefect Mu Hong pledged his daughter Mishan to me after I cleared his district of bandits. She wasn't ugly, so I agreed. The night of the wedding feast, I got more than a little drunk, and in the morning I woke up in the prefect's bed. I got up and went into my bride's room, and there was a strange man in her bed. I killed the bastard and was about to kill her when Mishan came into the room yet. Apparently, I had just killed her sister's husband and was about to kill her sister. I tried to tell her it was an honest mistake, but she wouldn't hear it. The brother-in-law's family was pissed, and so was the prefect when he found out about his wife. They tried to subdue me so they could send me to prison. I killed them all swiftly. None of them suffered. Still, Mishan wouldn't leave with me. She kept crying and complaining about her family. Family life just isn't for me. I'm a fighter, not a damn history.
Always happy to help. What do you need? I was thinking about a story my father once told me. He was a scoundrel, but he could spin a fine yarn when he wasn't robbing Carol. Have you ever heard the tale of the Eternal Companions? The Eternal Companions were a group of warriors that traveled the ancient kingdoms, well before the formation of the Empire. They were said to be giants, to know styles no one could match, to always appear to offer their service. The tales are too fantastic to be accurate. Though I'm sure the Black Whirlwinds tried at least once, no one can actually cleave a mountain in two. What made me bring this up was just a simple thought. Were these companions real people once? Were they... Something tells me they were, but not in the way you'd expect. You know how legends tend to grow in the telling? I think they also absorb other tales as they go. I doubt it. For instance, we have yet to wipe out a rival kingdom. Failing that, I'm a bit shy. The point is that when things are wrong, people believe that someone will do something about it. Whether we succeed or not, more importantly, you're the someone. You're the real reason we're together. And I worry about how much of this rides. What I'm really trying to say is that we're all with you until this thing is finished. I just hope you can draw some strength from that. Anytime. I hate to wax morbid, but this is serious business. Now, shouldn't you be talking to Dawn Star instead of me? I've seen the way that girl looks at you, and she deserves a little... Oh, it...
Yes? How could... My prescient pretty has an uncanny knack for derailing my plans, in case you haven't already. Some say there are spirits out there that masquerade as people, and I suspect she may be one of them. She has my... One time, I tried to sneak away while she was delivering a special order of buns to her uncle's family. As I started to leave, I slipped on some... Still, I put my arm in a sling and was continuing on my way when I was run down by a rogue bun cart. When I came to, my wife had returned and was in a foul mood. Apparently, everyone she had visited died from food poisoning. But why not her? I mean, I'm sure she ate at least one of the buns I sent. I am saying no such thing. It is simply my lot in life to be given into the care of a demon whose sole sustenance comes from sucking the very life from my body and soul. Yeah? No. That is a painful subject, one that brings back difficult memories. For 4 long years, my bellicose beauty insisted we try and try and try again to have a child. I was so afraid of her for the first year that I could not perform. Her screaming and chastising only made it worse. My plump plum of a bride is a good deal larger than me. I could compare my nightly effort, and there was always the fear that she would roll. I am a small man. My delicate frame was not meant for such pressure. I once lost all feeling below the waist, which perhaps was a mercy in itself. Of course, we overcame these obstacles and... Never. Though no one can accuse me of not trying. Once she decided we would not be able to conceive a child, her interests declined, thankfully. If we had succeeded, I would not have survived to see a second. Stories, stories, stories. There are no more. If I... Yes?
Be careful in the Lotus Assassin Fortress. We are much closer to finding our master, but the path you are forced to take worries me, and I don't think the princess shares my concern. We have faced these Lotus Assassins in small numbers before, but this is something different. That is not what I meant. Hordes can be overcome. They are never the endless threat they appear to be. What concerns me is how you have walked in their steps to fool them. I am growing accustomed to you. I don't want to see this change you. You embarrass me with such forward questions, but I think I like that as well. It bothers me that you risk so much to walk in the shadow of the enemy. You found a way to appease the Lotus Assassins while sparing Minister Shang. Will you be able to hide your honor when in their midst? I don't want to win if it claims the good in you. What right do we have to harmony if we sacrifice what we believe to get it? I know you won't, but it still does my heart good to hear it. The more I know about you, the more I want you to stay as you are. It would be a shame for something to happen when we are becoming close. We will talk again. I know everything will work out just fine. Don't... Be careful. That is not really necessary right now, although I... Don't...
А Володька? Кому спасибо, мне или ему? Кому?
Ufna akna ir yakomak ni rui kuparfita.
Please, Purveyor, don't send me in there. I'm scared those things will see me before I can get into the cave. Please, don't make me do it.
Quernurk apayir. Quernurk ni usota. Wogirika titarir koni of atarir.
No! I will go. Please don't hurt my mother. I'll get the artifact for you. I promise.
Siyir sukut af knewo kup kipsitir sunurk.
The city can be a harsh place for children, but we don't have time to help them all.
What do you want? You're working for Purveyor Shuji, aren't you? Please don't tell him I haven't gone yet. I'm going now, even though it will probably get me killed. I'm sorry. I'm just a little upset. I'm Jinlin. Is there something you want? Thanks, but I need to find a way to kill spirits. Purveyor Shuji wants me to fetch an artifact from an emperor's tomb in the necropolis, but it's filled with ghosts. The Purveyors... He threatened to sell my mom to slave traders if I don't get this artifact. I don't know what to do. I can't fight ghosts. Sure. My father worked for Purveyor Shuji until he died. He left last week to... When my father disappeared, he had some of the Purveyor's equipment. Now Purveyor Shuji says we must repay him. My mother works for him, but I don't know where he's taken her. And I have to sneak around ghosts and other beasts to fetch the Purveyor's trinkets and baubles. Purveyor doesn't do that kind of work. He likes to get other people to do it for him. Besides, the tomb is locked from the inside, but there's a small opening. He says I'm small enough to fit through the crack in the wall. I don't mind that as much as the ghosts. The tomb is filled with... Really? It would be very dangerous, and I don't have anything to give you in return. Are you sure you want to do this? Thank you. You are very kind. My father would have liked you, I think. The tomb is over in the necropolis. The door is locked, but I can sneak inside and open it. I just have to be careful not to... If you really think you can get rid of the ghosts, I'll... Great! I'll wait by...
Have you heard the news? Judge Fang is gone, and his replacement is none other than... me! Minister Sheng finally gets his just reward. Or should I say, Judge Sheng? At last, my triumphant return to the Imperial City. Oh, so many things to prepare, so many things to do. Yes, Judge Sheng has earned it. After the suffering of my great exile, the Imperial City welcomes me back to its bosom. Please excuse me. Judge Sheng really doesn't have the time to chat. I'm...
Thousand cuts.
Вообще, пиздец, блядь, такие, сука, бесячие.
Before we go any further...
Не туда. Да ёбаный ты рот. Сука, что за косяки на косяке?
I'm not sure...
And
Бля, странно, у меня типа это дропнулось. Вот это поворот, блин. Ты бишь, слышишь, Володька, у меня F5 что-то забагалось. Забавно. Не, это, конечно, прикол. Вот это прикол. Это прикол. Я не могу найти, где долбанные сохранения лежат. А, блядь, а тут они почему-то не удаляются. Это прикол такой, типа, или что? Жесть, блядь, ну пиздец. Сейчас, погодите, я поищу, где путь сохранения.
Сиир сукут акнево куп кипстир сунур.
The city can be a harsh place.
What? But you really think you...
Где-то, блядь, припизженная мелкая паскуда, блядь. Пиздец какой-то. Давайте, блядь, сразу с ней пойдем, потому что я хуй знает, где ее искать.
Сиир сукут ав книво куп кипстир сунур.
Are you... Hank, the tomb is... If you really think you can get rid of the... Great! I'll wait by the steps of the Emperor's tomb. I'm sure you'll find it easily enough.
Где, блядь, эта ёбаная прошмандовина, блядь? Где она стоит там? Что за душные квесты, блядь, пошли? Я ж вроде, блядь, сука, все ёбаные эти гробницы, блядь, там отбегал. Жесть какая-то, блядь. Может тут? А это чё долбоёб хочет?
The grave digging business sure. What? Well.
Чего у него квест какой-то висит, блядь?
What?
Блядь, и где-то конченая малая, сука, бред, ёбаный. И город, конечно, в некоторых местах такая, сука, душная, блядь, просто пиздец. Вот душит, блядь, максимально. А, хотя погоди, я... Блядь.
Good, you came. Wait here. There's a small hole in the wall, just around the side. I'll sneak in and open the door from the inside. There. The ghosts are just beyond the door. They haven't noticed me yet. I was just thinking the same thing. I don't want to get any closer to those. The artifact is supposed to be in the room at the end of the tomb. Once you're there...
Thousand cups. This is the end. You won't see me here! Here! Long sword. Here! You can't!
More intruders. My tomb has lain silent. Your corpse will lie here with those...
Thousand cuts! Spirit thief! Thousand cuts! Spirit thief! Thousand
Spirit thief. Spirit thief. Spirit thief. Spirit thief. Spirit. Stress. You're going down. 1,000 cuts. Spirit thief. 1,000 cuts. Spirit thief. 1,000 cuts. Spirit thief. I'm too much for 2,000 cuts. Spirit thief. 1,000 cuts. You're too slow. Spirit thief.
Сука, ёбаные духи, блять, псы ебаные, нахуй в рот их ебал этих говнарей, блять, блядских. Ну да, блять, естественно, нахуй, конечно, блять. Тупое говно, блять. Ай, сука, такая поражено, блядь, с этими ебаными уебищными духами, блядь. В рот их ебал, блядь, всех. Чё белый тут, блядь, сука, говнарь, блядь. Всю, сука, душу выжрал, блядь.
Long sword. You're going down. You're too slow.
Еще ж, блядь, на этих ебаных духов, блядь, оружие не действует, там сиди, блядь, там как долбоеб, там хуярик, блядь, руками. Ой, блядь, бесячее говно. Просто бесячее говно. Такое говно тупого говна, блядь.
Legendary strike.
Блять, а цель, сука, можно сменить? Я не хочу твою ёбку хуярить, блять. Где-то, блядь, ебаное управление. Сука, блядь, сгорела жопа, блядь. Максимально, блядь.
You can't keep up. Spirit. Legendary strike. Spirit. Thousand cuts. Spirit. Dead spirit. Spirit. You can't keep up. Thousand cuts. Spirit. Thousand cuts. You're too slow. Spirit. Thousand cuts. Legendary strike. Thousand cuts. Legendary strike. Thousand cuts. Legendary strike. Thousand cuts. You're going down. Legendary strike.
That's it. I've got it. Now let's get out of here before... What's that? Did you hear that? Getting out of here is going to be harder than getting in, I think.
Legendary strike. Longsword. I'm too much. Thousand cuts. Longsword. You're going down.
Самое ржачное то, что у этой козы, типа, меч на этих призраков работают. И когда я хуярю мечом, типа, у меня иммунитет, блядь. Шо ж у него там за меч, блядь, такой, кладенец?
Hurry! Kill them all before they kill us! Hurry! Kill them all before they kill us!
Да я убил, сука, призраков. Что ты конючишь уже? Все, уходи, блин. Пиздятина мелкая.
I can't believe we made it out of there alive. You're an amazing fighter. I wonder why Purveyor Shuji wants this bull so badly. It looks so ordinary. Except for maybe this writing. Doesn't make any sense. Conductor, cog, and a bit of iron. Don't play with the tiger. Whatever that means. Huh. Well, I'm glad it was useful to you. Thank you again for helping me. Purveyor Shuji is waiting, so I should be going.
Ой, ребят, это пиздец, конечно. Такая духота с этими призраками, ёбаный рот. Да заебал ты, ёб твою конь. Такая, сука, проблядина, это ебануться просто можно. Бещут, блядь. Просто, сука, бещат. Вонючие эти говнари, блядь. Почему у этого долбоеба висит квест, я не понимаю.
What? No. That big monstrosity? Damn things won't. I put them down. Sorry. Anything?
Не понимаю, бля. То ли это тоже типа забагалась эта хрень, типа что висят там эти значки квестовые, хуй их знает. Ну игруха, блядь, ну реально порой просто выводит из себя, блядь, максимально. Она-то вроде бы прикольно, но, блядь, ну... иногда так, сука, заябывает, что просто невозможно. Заябывает просто максимально.
Hello again. Purveyor Shuji was so happy to see the artifact that he released me and my mom from our debts. Thank you again for all your help.
Так, а что мы там нашли за эти хуйни? Ну-ка покажи, пожалуйста. Конфигурация змеи тоже. Конфигурация коня. Погоди, мы уже ж коня уже вроде как мы ж коня законячили, нет? Духа. Песнь духа. Горы. Блять, что-то вообще не дупляю. Или типа мы находим, блять, вот. Потому что я помню, типа, что мы вот эту вот хуйню вот такой вот делали. Там было вон тоже, вот, типа, пыры-пыры в жопе дыры. Вот это мы делали. Пиздец какой-то. Это рано. А что этого там продают?
Hello again. What can I do?
Hello there, and thanks again for all your help. Scholar Song Tao and I owe you a great debt of gratitude.
The Brown, remember?
Dog's nipping at my...
What? Your large friend there was once a competitor. This is his bit. Now that you are champion of the Bronze Division, the Silver Division awaits. It seems that, indirectly, a demon has been added to the regular roster since your earlier victory. And since you've shown up, this is indeed an honor. Excellent.
Will the demon rend flesh from bone, or will a lone warrior prove stronger?
Another demon falls. We shall have to add a new division for you alone if Kylon the Serpent wishes to speak with you personally. You have already been granted access to the back room of the arena and the Serpent's private Oh, and one other thing. The Serpent has requested that you visitate him alone. I know...
We should have told you that Kylon will only see you alone.
This is almost sad. Am I truly so threatening to the mighty Kylon the Serpent? Regardless, I'll be waiting with the other.
It is vital that we talk among. You handled yourself well against the demonic servitor. You are a young man, but I know you have the wisdom to see that my friendship has. You may find that certain opportunities, mutually rewarding arrangements between us, will come your way in the... Cheat is such a pedestrian term. I prefer to think of myself as like the fountains that channel water throughout the land. I spread entertainment to... Right now is an interesting time for an organization known as the Guild. Our organization is involved in many different acts. I am suggesting that we align our goals for a time. The Guild, you see, has recently developed a vacancy in its upper echelons. A man by the name of Gao the Greater has been... I intend to replace him in that role, and I need good people. You knew him, yet you aren't associated with our organization. The logical conclusion is that you, if you are the one who killed Gao, then I owe you a favor. Consider my reluctance to turn you into the Lotus Assassin. There is the matter, however, of your friend, Whirlwind. I'm sure you know that he was one of the fighters here. He has good reason not to tell you about this part of his admittedly... Whirlwind's past is certainly a colorful one. Did he tell you that he was thrown out of the arena? Public displays of rage and drunkenness, uttered threats of murder, excessive violence, property damage, and I believe several charges... If you trust him, you are a fool. The Black Whirlwind is an impressive fighter, but he is better avoided. We couldn't let him fight as he was, so he left. His brother, Raging Ox, wisely stayed here and went on to become champion. You could reach that point yourself, you know. Indeed, that's a distinct... To become champion yourself, you will need my support. That means you and I... A wise position to take in any negotiation. I can respect that. You see... What is that noise?
Hey, you can't... Damn you, serpent! I'll kill you where you stand!
No, you won't, Whirlwind. Just like last time, you will leave. I can see that this polite discussion has concluded, as so many do, in your odorous presence. We may talk again. Perhaps.
We're leaving now. You and I have to talk. Alone. It's important. Look, you can't trust Kylo. I know he was probably offering you the world, or maybe all the wine in it if he were really crafty, but...
You didn't honestly think you were going to slip down here after that little display, did you, Whirlwind?
Step back, Joe. For once in my life, I've got something important to tell someone.
You have nothing important to say, you lummox. You've embarrassed Kylon the Serpent, and I'm going to make sure you never get a chance to repeat your performance.
I've been waiting for this. Time to cut off the Serpent's tail!
Блять, мне вихрь только, сука, мешает. Отойди, вихрь, блять. Я из-за тебя не могу нормально с чуваком разобраться.
He fought like a monster for a little guy. Better than I've been in a while. All this best behavior when you're in the city business was wearing on my nerves. Not the first time I've gone up against one of Kai Lan's thugs, you know. Remember I told you I used to fight in the arena? Well, I was the best there was. Then the arena was about the same as it is now. Kui and Kai Lan were there, and Lucky Cho, too. My brother became the arena champion, the Raging Ox. They said he retired, but he didn't retire. He was killed. Raging Ox was one of Kai Lan's men. Well, he wasn't always. Kai Lan approached me first. When Ox joined up with Kai Lan, I stopped getting good matches. Ox was fighting his way to becoming champion, and doing a little work for the guild. He was so cocksure and wouldn't listen to his older brother. Once he fell in with Kai Lan, he stopped talking to him. Soon Ox became Kai Lan's enforcer and carried out his bidding. He'd skulk around in robes so no one would know the arena. One night I followed Ox back to Kai Lan's. I was drunk and I was mad. I just wanted to tell Ox how, but Kai Lan was there. He tried to interfere. I attacked him, and Ox tried to stop me. When it was over, Kai Lan just stood there, smiling. I would have killed him if I wasn't so stunned. After that, I left. For the first time in my life, I ran. I ran, and then I drank my... You do what you have to in the arena. Just don't fool yourself about work. Lucky Cho's death just put you on the Serpent's wanted list. I'd really like to see Kai Lan's face if you become arena champion. Of course, I'd rather just kill it. Come on, look.
I want to hear that you're ready. What? More than I'd care to. I strongly suspect that Lucky Cho... I wondered when things would come to a head. I was hoping Black Whirlwind would just stay away. No, not lying. Sure, I had some suspicions, but I wondered. It seemed too convenient that he'd one day just suddenly leave and never return, with only a... I figured that if Raging Ox had been killed, only one person I could think of possessed this. The last thing he needs is accusations of murder. He's already filled a dozen scrolls with records of public... Now, let's not speak of this again. This next fight should be fairly simple for you. These are tougher than the students you faced before. All right. Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you...
We found him just like this.
You did?
3 Reach, the old stableman, found him. He kept everyone else out.
We can trust him. What about Cho? Do we know who's responsible?
Last I saw of him, he was following Raging Dragon.
He fights next, doesn't he? Replace the men slated for that match with our own. And ensure that their blades are coated with extract from the Ebon Orchid. Even the ancient magic of this place could not neutralize that poison.
It will be done. What about Lucky Cho? There are hundreds of people here to see the new fighter. We can't carry the body out of here.
Then we don't. You must always use the resources available to you.
Flashing blades and deadly grace.
You're going down! This is the...
I do not know who those men were. The fighters I picked for you to face were not guild men, and they certainly lacked poison-coated blades. The wards are useless against poison. That's a danger we have never been able to solve. Those men were Kailan's, not mine. I keep myself as far away from that end of things as I... Just before you came up here, I received word from one of the guild men from outside the arena. They send their apology. I believe they feel Kailan's actions were not appropriated to the situation. You shouldn't have to fear assassins again, not after that message. You are not hearing this from me, but tensions have risen between the Serpent and the Guild itself. He's making a bid for control, and you may feel caught in the middle, but the weather sages say the eye of the storm is the safest place. We've had a request from the Imperial Army. They want one of our best to help them test out a small group of war machines known as... I've decided to put you up against them. I want you to prove... Are you ready? Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you...
The Imperial Army honors us with a most unique trial.
Что-то вообще галимо ни о чем.
I knew you could defeat those things. The Imperial Army's telling me they figured out some way to improve upon the design, thanks to you. I say stick to traditional soldiers. Sagacious Tien needed no machine. More than I'd care to. I strongly... I rush location of this match, and we've had the Outcriers shouting themselves. It's rare that the Silver Division rests balanced against a single victory on the scales of combat, you know. But you, Raging Dragon, are what truly draws them in. Will you face Soldier now? The Silver Division... Excellent! Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Iron Soldier has faced all comers, but how will the Silver Champion fare against Raging Dragon?
Soldier is a worthy opponent. I hope you understand how many warriors have tried to extrapolate him from the silk. From here, your battles will be even harder. A test, if you will, to see if you stand a chance against the Ravager. Impress the crowd, and you will have your chance against the Ravager himself. Surely this was enough. I know the... I know you feel like a rising star, but your rewards are fixed. Now that...
Ах ты, сука, блядь, жопа голимая, блядь. Вот петушара ж ебучая, блин.
Things are...
Your victories are impossible for the other fighters to ignore. Perhaps you have potential that you are not even aware of. There may be a role. Why have you chosen to come here when you have already earned the favor of the Inquisitor? Do you wish the blessing of someone less corrupt? No, you are stronger than that. We will train away this timid... If you survive, you will join an order unlike any other. We enforce the... This will be your responsibility. Can you look on silver coins, golden tablets, or prophesized... Then we will waste no more time. You are adequate, and I will allow you to begin. It lies at the far side of the burial ground that is the necropolis, which you may reach through the rich section of the city. Present this token so that they will know you. I expect great things of you. Not many of our recruits possess both the skills to become executioners. Indeed. Many others think that they are above the norm when they join us. As if except... I am well aware of those who come with you. Their strengths and their weaknesses. You inspire loyalty in most of those who follow you. Am I? Or do you doubt your own abilities to deal with them if proven treacherous? In time, you will see that you're loyal. If you survive your training and remain in control of your senses, perhaps you will serve at my side one day.
I never enjoy controlling my senses. They catch a lot of things I'd miss. Whatever.
Woo wee at wak wakia funny if sisot.
Come to kick this tired old dump. Careful, boy. This mongrel's... Don't think I'm going to forget that you were the one to take my debate. You're even and level-headed, which means you won't watch your back. You'll never last. Do you actually need anything, or are you just there to... Given half the chance, yeah. There's some...
I want to hear that you're ready. What? More than I'd care to. The Gold Division is the toughest. Your first match will be a rare challenge. There is a style that was banned from the tournament I do not believe in outdated prohibitions. As you may see, this... Excellent!
The Phoenix Unity is among the rarest of styles. No one person has defeated it.
Legends say that the Phoenix Unity style was banned from tournaments because it was unbeatable. But I've never put much stock in legends.
Блять, а можно у меня такой стиль? Я тоже хочу кучу своих двойников.
Your Gold Division matches to start. You need the people on your side before you can face the Ravager. I was going to do something different, but I've had a request from the Sung Brothers. They said that there's been a... I'm not quite sure what that means, but if they want to face you, then I have to honor their... I require that any fighter who wishes to face the Ravager be able to well, at least not before the gong stops ringing, at any rate. Excellent.
Speed, might, and magic will be needed to defeat these brothers three.
Three opponents at once, all of them exceptionally skilled. Defeating their combinated might has impressed the crowd immensely. You pull in the egregious crowds, it's true, but I can't just break the rule. For 1,000 years, this is your moment of... Now that... I want to give you a shot at the championship, I really do. I'm going to hold an event so huge that it will rock the reaches of the Empire. You will be a man alone against a rushing... You must stand against them all, and when you do, you're...
Time to take you down a peg.
I think it's going to be a fun challenge. You might even survive if you...
The concept is, if you can defeat your foe with exceptious alacrity, then you have a moment to collect. You will be facing all the champions. Are you ready for me to... Excellent. Follow...
The Imperial engagement begins! An ogre begins the onslaught! Hapless Hand enters the fray! What is the greater foe? Exhaustion or a fiend fallen from the heavens?
You're too slow!
Iron Soldier makes another foray against his nemesis.
I'm too much for you!
How long can one warrior last, battling a tide of foes?
Spirit thief! 1,000 cut long sword!
For this battle, Sun Bu enters alone. His speed is unmatched. The towering strength of Sun Bu crashes upon the ring.
Spirit thief! 1,000 cuts!
The master of mysticism is the last to enter this epic confrontation.
Spirit thief!
Сука, залупа ебаная паскуда. Ебала тупорылая, блядь. Ёбаный этот демон жаба, сука, ёбаная.
The Imperial engagement begins! An ogre begins the onslaught!
Longsword!
reckless hand enters the fray.
Ice strike.
What is the greater foe? Exhaustion or a fiend fallen from the heavens?
Да, блять, конечно, давайте этой пизде иммунитет дадим. Да ебал я вас в рот, блять.
Iron Soldier makes another foray against his nemesis. How long can one warrior last battling a tide of foes? For this battle, Sung Bu enters alone. His speed is unmatched.
You can't keep up.
The towering strength of Sung Bu crashes upon the ring. The master of mysticism is the last to enter this epic confrontation.
Spirit thief. Storm drive.
Да ебаный ты, сука, хуй, блять, сдохни, ублюдок тупой.
Long sword. Long sword. Stress thief. Spirit thief. Long sword.
Это ГГ. Это ГГ, блять.
Long sword.
Да сука, блять, вонючая, да какого ж ты, блять, делаешь, пиздоблятина? Уёбище это ёбаное, блять.
Amazing match. The crowd's clamoring for and they want you front and center.
Блять, в рот я ебал эту залупнюту конченую. Сука, блять, вонючая, блять, хуйня дроченая, копченая, говноебище, блять. Говнище ебаное, блять. Сука, это ебаная жаба, блядь, да какого хуя? Почему, блядь, против них магия, блядь, не работает? Что это за ебало такое, блядь? Это пиздец какой-то, блядь, сраный. Говна, сука, хуйня из-под коня. Залупа. Блять, как же, сука, горит нахуй. Горит, блять, все. Ёбнуться, блять, можно, блять. Блядска, этой жабы ты вонючий, блять. Или белого демона. Замедлительность и неповоротливость. А, ну я знаю, я видел ёбаный стиль. Да, купим, хули нет, блять. Куда мне еще деньги девать? Сраку туда. Най, давай с этим камнем попробуем, я, блять, хуй знает.
The Imperial engagement begins! An ogre begins the onslaught! Hapless Hand enters the fray!
И хуй этот камень, блять, не помогает. Вообще этот камень, блять, не помогает.
What is the greater foe? Exhaustion or a fiend fallen from the heavens? Iron Soldier makes another foray against his nemesis. How long can one warrior last battling a tide of foes? below. His speed is unmatched.
You're too...
The towering strength of Sun Bu crashes upon the ring.
You won't stop.
The master of mysticism is the last to enter this epic confrontation.
Express these. You're going down. You won't see me.
Сука, говнари нахуй, выкусти, ублюдки ебаные. Сука, гандоны штопаные.
You have just emerged the victor from a multitudinous completion of raw fighting talent. Amazing! The crowd loves you, and you have proven yourself enough in my eyes. No other fighter stands. But you must think of your safety. The Ravager strikes with such power that even the wards of this arena... Your match could end in death. It almost happened when Sung Bu faced him alone, and he was the last opponent to tackle the champion alone. The Ravager grows more fierce with each fight, as if time were making him stronger. You know, he's... It is that time. Excellent. Follow me and...
This fight will not happen. This fighter is not worthy of facing a true Imperial champion.
Я, кстати, не помню, что там будет с концовкой, блять, вот вообще не помню. Там то ли он, то ли под заклинанием, или под чем-то, не помню, вот честно.
Good people, I do this for you. Would you have an unproven whelp as your champion? As the Empire's champion?
Ну, ща позырим. Потому что я вот реально вот не помню.
And I have heard. Your will be done. I give you the Ravager. You won't.
Ice shot. Thousand cuts. Long sword. Spirit thief. I'll have to try. Long sword.
А, погоди! Вроде бы помню. Кажется, это, блядь, это вроде зомби этого брата черного вихря вроде, не? Что-то такое, блядь, что-то знакомое. А затрахал ты, блядь, кидаться своими волнами, уёбище.
Your brother was a useful tool. After you cut him down while he defended me, I decided it would be too much bother to let him go. In the process, I saved you from charges of fratricide. And so the Ravager was born. The perfect, unquestioning enforcer of my will, and I owe it all to you, Whirlwind.
I should kill you here and now, but first...
You have done nothing. I still took your brother.
And I took him back and repaid the favor.
You will not be champion. This is my arena. I invoke the right of challenge. As an ex-champion, I will return and stake my claim upon this place. Tradition supports my right to this.
But the right of challenge hasn't been used in hundreds of years.
Very well. You need not accept the precedents and traditions that make this empire great, Qui. Instead, accept that my men will kill you if you dare contradict me again. So, Stripling, what do you say? Are you prepared to suffer at my hands, or will you walk away and die?
No, you are not the current champion, Serpent. My brother was, and now my friend is. All you are, magician, is mine! Allow me to accept his challenge on your behalf, Master. I will not fail you, and I know my brother's spirit will be satisfied if I take this chance.
Never. I will not allow a substitution of this sort.
They do have the right, Serpent. You substituted the demon in place of one of your guild men. You set the precedent yourself.
Damn you all. Fine. I will fight the shaved bear. It will be a pleasure. Speak with Qui when you're ready. Until then, I will prepare.
This has all gone horribly wrong. I have had a dead retired ex-fighter in a mask. Do you know how many rules and regulations that breaks? It's a mockery of the entire arena, and Kai Lan and his thugs are to... But you can stop him. I need you to
to see this through to the end. I need that man stopped before he destroys... more than I'd care to... Your friend is ready to fight. When he was here before, he was always ready. Tell him to... Are you... Excellent. About...
The Black Whirlwind returns to the ring to face the Serpent! Might meets magic!
Ай, хуйня из-под коня. Не хочу я за этого коня хуярить. Пизду его. Пизду этого коня, этого вихря, этого. Я лучше сам за себя. Ну, блядь, да, давайте еще вот такую хуйню мне сделаем. Чё нет-то? Нет-то. Да ты, блядь, издеваешься надо мной.
It is that time.
Halt! This fight will not happen. This fight...
Ой, ну дайте проскипать это говно, пожалуйста. Дайте проскипать это говнище это, блядь, боже мой.
Storm Dragon. You're too slow. Long sword. Storm Dragon. Long sword. Storm Dragon, Storm Dragon. Long sword. This is the end. Storm Dragon. Long sword. Storm Dragon. Long sword. Storm Dragon. Long sword. Storm Dragon. Long sword. You're going down. Storm Dragon. Long sword. Storm Dragon. Long sword. Storm Dragon. Long sword. Storm Dragon. Long sword.
If you had even the tiniest bit of...
What? I should get you here and now, but first... Are you certain, Master? When you put it that way, I suppose it...
I look forward to squeeze.
This has all gone horribly wrong. I have had a dead retired ex-fighter in a mask for a champion all this time. Do you know? Things are...
Клава сейчас включается, выключается, включается, выключается. Блин, пиздец какой-то. О, мне этот вихрь типа свои топоры отдал, прикольно. Блять, дайте мне, блять, эту клаву разобраться. Это, блять, не стрим, блять, а говно какое-то, блять. Это косяк на косяке, блять. Так, клаву пересобрал. Погнали. Клаву пересобрал, поехали. Всё. Да давай ты уже, блядь.
The Serpent returns, and the contest will be decided here.
Storm Dragon. Ice Shot. Storm Dragon. Long sword. Storm Dragon. Long sword. Storm Dragon. Long sword. Storm Dragon. You won't see me. Long sword.
Да ёбаный ты, блядь, в рот.
Spirit Thief. Dragon. Spirit Thief. Storm 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 Dragon. Thousand Cuts. Storm Dragon. Thousand Cuts. Storm Dragon. Spirit Thief. Storm Dragon. Thousand Cuts. Spirit Thief. Your Storm Dragon. Long Sword. Storm Dragon. Thousand Cuts. Storm Dragon. Thousand Cuts. Storm Dragon. Legendary Sprite. 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 Storm Dragon. Storm Dragon. Long Sword. Storm Dragon. Long Sword. Long Sword. Storm Dragon. Legendary Sprite. Too slow. Long Sword. Long Sword. Storm Dragon. Legendary Sprite. Storm Dragon. Long Sword. Storm Dragon. Long Sword. Storm Dragon. Long Sword. Storm Dragon. Long Sword.
Well, I know it's anticlimactic, but you did earn it. Congratulations, champion. I wish that I had another dozen fighters who could rise through the ranks with your alacrity. I will not dishonor you with appearing to those who cannot match your skill. In time, someone will come along, but I suspect your equal will not be manifesting any time soon. Champion, it has been an honor to adjudicate and facilitate your rise to the top. Should anyone appear to challenge you, I will let you know. But until then, rest yourself. You've earned it.
It would be hard to find anyone in this city who does not recognize our new champion on this day. We have met before, but right now, I represent the guild. I want what you want. We had to address the issue of Kailan sooner or later. His open policy did not fit well with our philosophy of discretion. His power ran deep. He would have taken our organization even further down Gao the Greater's path had word of a new contestant not reached us. Indeed. Then you will be happy to know of the Guild's decision. We no longer want a stake in the proceedings in the arena. With Kailan and Gao the Greater gone, let us just say that cooler heads prevail. The current sentiment in the Guild is that the Lotus Assassins have become more trouble than our alliance with them is worth. Thus, we propose a truce. Your feud, or whatever it was, with Kailan died with him. The Guild will not trouble you or this place if you will not trouble us. Our business is concluded. If you will excuse a moment's adoration, it was an honor to meet you. Part of my duties involved keeping an eye on Raging Dragon, and I had the envy of many others for such an assignment. Masterful fighting, I must say. We will not speak of this again. Consider me nothing more than Sweet Poison Lin from this point on.
Так, а вот и это. Мы собрали типа эту технику стальной ладони. Угу. Мгм. А чё она не в кабинете-то? Змеиная тоже. Да ты шо, блядь? Еще и двери выломаны. Если что, это не я был.
What?
While I cannot see you, your appearance is... What can I...
I knew you could do it!
Not much to do at the time. No. Your skills would just waste away with no challenges. I wonder if it'll be me, the Sung brothers, or some other...
You have our collective
You're going to be a good...
The alignment of portents suggested that you would rise quickly. Congratulations, champion.
If you must...
Что, предлагаю, наверное, на этом закончить, потому что что-то у меня уже, блин, трохи подгорела срака с этой арены и с этого кладбища с духами. Поэтому надо будет трохи передохнуть. А уже там, не знаю, завтра пойдем в некрополь к этим убийцам, долбоебам этим, лотосам. Уф.
You must go to the Lotus Asylum. I'm not... Anything is better than waiting around in the camp.
Там еще каких-то 3 последователя будет, что-то я не помню. Бля, это реально я их не помню, а кто там мог быть еще. Интересненько.
Yes, yes, what can I do? Yes, yes, No, I have not had any new insight. I don't know. Maybe have a look at this note. I copied some scrawled words from a post near the furnace controls. Yeah.
Так, дед какую-то нам эту расшифровку новую дал. Дед там дал расшифровку. Что там написано? Так я там забрал эту. Все, он типа дает расшифровку типа на эти, да, где могут находиться эти конфигурации. Я понял. Ну так оно мне не нужно. У меня это все. Ладно, ребят, все, давайте тогда засим все. Вот, Володька, спасибо, что заходил на ютубчики. Вот. Ну сегодня просто какой-то трэш, блин. Какие-то проблемы были сегодня сплошные. Надеюсь, завтра все будет нормально, там без всяких лагов, багов и тому подобного. А сегодня это был, да, это зашквар. Так, в общем, что? Тогда давайте, бывайте. Кстати, что там это? Давайте еще глянем этот стиль. Стиль, стальная ладонь. Вот это, да? Вкладывают одиночного вывода, сокрушительной низкая стойка вложить в энергию тела. Состояние мощи равно иногда позволяет снизить. Типа какой-то групповой, что ли, типа, может быть. И повреждения увеличиваются на 25%. Это, конечно, прикольно. Кровавые слезы, мушкет. Погоди, а где топоры? Вон топоры. Стили дохуя, блять, а особо их не использую. Так, ладно, все, давайте. Хватит это самое трындеть. Не, ну Егора клевая, тут базара нет, но она, конечно, местами очень сильно душит. Вот берет, блядь, и душит на удушающе. Все. Всем спасибо. Еще раз. Прощаемся. Так, на ютубе сегодня все, на ВК еще, может, что-нибудь подзапущу. Ну, посмотрим. Пока что все. Бывайте, ребята, бывайте.